Pay attention. Creepy weirdo.
I would like a strong, powerful woman to protect me.
He'll fight for America.
Hip. Poopy square. The Playable Characters Podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another amazing episode of the Playable Characters Podcast.
PCP!
CP smoke and that PCP.
No, come on.
Word.
It's a family show.
No, it's
How
not.
have you been?
It's
We
definitely
missed
not
you.
a family show. I'm pretty good, man. I'm pretty good. I had a good time last week in Jamaica.
You're in
I was
Jamaica.
in, I was
Yeah,
in Jamaica.
Getting his groove back, apparently.
So you found your Tay Diggs?
Yeah, my female Tay Diggs I found.
So Regina King. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know who Regina King is, but yes.
Guys, thank you for listening. Before you listen, give us a like, give us a subscribe, a rate, all that fun stuff. It helps us out a ton. Thanks for the feedback, as always.
Here's what I like to say. If
Yeah.
you laugh, tell a friend. If you laugh at least one time, tell somebody about it.
Yes.
Yes.
You're going to laugh a lot today. I am so freaking excited for this guest. I don't know how we got him.
It's one of my childhood heroes.
Dude,
from
me
video-
too.
To be honest with you.
Me too.
I mean, I remember having all the floppy disks of this, guys.
Yes.
And I'm really excited.
So this game was like different than every other game because it was like an adult game.
It's an erotic adventure.
Right, but it was silly. It was funny. And when you were 12 years old playing it,
It was perverted. It was very
you were
creepy.
like, oh, you have to make sure your door was closed so your parents wouldn't come in. But this guy is a legend of video games. He's here with us today. Guys, please welcome Leisure Suit Larry. How you doing, Larry?
Hey, Larry.
Oh.
Thanks so much for having me, guys. Love being here. You guys look great. How you get any chicks last night? What's going on?
I did not get any chicks. Did you get any chicks, Larry, last night?
Did you
know,
slay
I
that
tried,
poon,
I
as you
tried.
say?
I tried. You know, I struck out a couple times, but it's all right. You got to keep going. You know
Keep
what I mean?
going,
You got to
Larry.
keep fighting. You just keep going. It's a number game, boy. Numbers game.
It is a numbers game.
So Larry Laffer is with us in the studio. I mean, I used to play his games with my friend Jack back in the day, and he had all the games.
Is that a euphemism? Your friend
No,
Jack?
Yeah.
He had all the Leisure Suit
Ding, ding,
Larry.
ding. Joke bell.
And we would just crack up, about how silly it was. Like the first time you saw cartoon boobs,
Yeah.
and when you're 13, you're like, "Oh my god!" I can't imagine how bad it looks now. Probably
This was
but-
like,
I mean, it's all pixelated.
yeah,
for people who don't know, this was like way back in the day, like
early '90s,
like 3.5 diskettes.
Sierra.
Yeah.
Yes. Literally, it would be like, oh, now load disc 2. And then you just put
Like
that
barely 8-bit
Yeah,
like stuff, and not like the high end.
But it shows you how to get laid. That's what was so cool about
Yeah,
it.
you- I
There's a
feel like
guide
you
to go
taught
through
me-
all the steps. That's what we did. We went through all the steps from how do you open with them? How do you listen to them? How do you get them to the next level with drinking with them?
Right.
And then try to close. You know, you got to close. It's all
Yeah.
about closing. Always be closing, boys.
Larry's
So
got.
wait, were you a born pickup artist, or like did you like learn?
No, you got to learn. This is like everything else, trial and error. You get out there, and you get smacked around a little bit. You got to sink before you swim, or swim before you sink. But you got to keep at it with them. A lot of guys quit. A lot of guys don't like. They don't have any game because they don't work at their game, and that's what Leisure Suit Larry always did.
Yeah, Larry's
Work
persi-
at his game.
very persistent. I've noticed.
Yeah.
I think
That's
it's-
how you do it. You
Yeah.
put the vibe out. You ever see Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Damone? You put the vibe up to 5,000 women, something's going to happen. That's what Damone.
Is that why you wear the leisure suit so they know?
Absolutely. This is, it's a laid back. You want to be comfortable, and you're comfortable. What you're wearing is comfortable. Makes them comfortable.
To this day, if ever I hear even the phrase leisure suit, I just think of that. I think it's like he's the type of guy that wears a leisure suit.
Yeah.
This playa type of guy, it's only for pickup guys like this.
Absolutely.
I always think of what's his name, David Frazier, the Isuzu guy. Do you remember that guy?
No.
What?
A
You ever-
Zuzu?
Isuzu. Do
Like
you
the
remember
car?
the Isuzu commercial? There was this
Yes.
guy. He was playing with David Frazier. He was on Empty Nest, and he always wore like a leisure suit and was like
Oh,
a
okay.
sleepy kind of guy.
There you go.
And that's
Hey.
who he was on
Hey,
Empty
Larry-
Hey
Nest.
now. Hey.
Yeah.
you
Sorry.
can say
I mean,
it.
not
I still
sleazy.
use those words. I have enough women say that to me at night.
Sorry, I guess that's a
I
slur.
don't need that in the show.
Tell us maybe the perfect date or the perfect night for leisure suit Larry.
Very simple. Very simple. First, you take her out. You take her out to Chinese. Don't ask me why.
Chinese.
This is
Okay.
what I did for New Year's one day.
Okay.
We had Chinese takeout.
Takeout.
Red
You take her
wine.
out for takeout.
Orders ahead and picks it up and takes it
Okay,
home, I
okay.
guess. Right? Why
Red
not?
wine.
Uh-huh.
Red wine
Red
with your
wine.
Chinese food. Don't ask me why.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you smoke a nice doobie. And then you're set.
That's
so you
it.
got to get a girl that likes to smoke, obviously. Everybody likes red wine and Chinese food.
Right.
But it's the doobie.
It's the third
So
one.
you go Chinese food, red wine,
That's
and then
the hottest. That was the
and then the
hottest
joint.
date I ever
Dude.
had. Sex all
Wow.
night. And it was New Year's, too, by the way.
So you got laid there. That's
Yes,
pretty
New Year's,
good.
and that night I did get laid.
So you started out with a bang, huh?
I started out with the
Hey.
bang, so to speak.
What year was this?
Oh God, I
Like
was
81, maybe.
Still his best
probably
year.
back in 2000, like 2 or 3.
Okay.
Redhead from San Diego, blue eyes, gorgeous.
Eyes of blue, 5'2".
Oh, about that height. I'm 6'4", so yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed like that.
Do you remember the name of all of your ladies that you bed?
No, I don't remember the names.
You don't write them down or something somewhere.
He's got a book.
I haven't. I can't.
Now,
great
from
stories, but no names.
from the games, I don't know if this is true to your life, but from the games, you're unsuccessful a lot,
Yeah.
mostly
That's right.
throughout the game until you meet the right, woman, then it works out.
Yeah.
Such is life.
That's right.
But you never get
Exactly.
discouraged. You never
Not
get
mine.
discouraged.
You get discouraged a lot, especially if they really blue balls you. If they take you to that
Right,
max
right.
and then drop you off. Like in the game, he's in the room with her, and I'm in the room with her, and and takes off. The character that they built around me, and he takes off all his clothes, and she's already drunk, and she's like, "Oh, you're not." She said, "You're not Jewish," because they're blocking out my private parts,
Yep.
and he says, "No, I'm a Gentile." And then she leaves. So he got almost all the way there.
Is that a problem
That's
usually?
what will knock you down.
Is that a true story? Did that happen?
So you're uncircumcised, huh?
So I am. No, I'm circumcised. That was just for the game.
Oh, just for the game. Oh, like a gag.
So you don't have problems with getting Jewish girls then?
No, actually, that's been my preference. Actually, I just somehow connect with them a lot more.
Why is it your preference? Why Jewish girls? I like
Because we
Jewish
connect,
girls.
and they got big boobs.
There you go. I think we got to the bottom of it.
Or
right
the other
there.
way around. I don't know which one's first, but yeah, not in that order.
I remember there was this one part of the game where you took like the hand icon and you just keep tapping it on this girl, and you had to do like literally 7,000 times, and then she would eventually be like, "Fine." She took her top off, and you were just like, "Whoa, man, check it out!" My friend Jack, of course.
I feel like
would
that's
be
the
very
wrong.
excited. And that's what you have to do. You have to keep doing it, and you go on CompuServe. That was before AOL. You go on
Oh my
CompuServe.
God.
You check the hints of how to get this girl naked, and that's what would happen. I remember doing that.
That's
when I was
the
like
wrong
12 years
message.
old. That was the game, man.
Yeah, isn't it? Do you ever worry about like crossing into sexual assault territory?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you don't ever want to assault, but you also have to be aggressive. And when I was in college, and this happens to a lot of young men. When you see a lot of young men, they don't really know. Their hormones are a lot bigger, a lot heavier when they're young, and so
bigger.
their hormones are bigger, right? They're just heavier when they're young, and so they might do stuff that's they can't. I wouldn't say they can't help. When no says no, but. Sometimes you can get a little carried away, and women don't like it, and they tell you, and then you better listen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
But,
good.
yeah.
What did you study in college?
I studied just liberal arts, general arts degree. I knew I was just going to get out there and be a salesman.
The basics.
That's what I love. Well, you got to be in sales. Everything is sales. You're closing the deal. Always closing the deal.
What did you sell?
Communication. Hey, you sell yourself.
Communication.
You sell yourself, boys. You always sell yourself.
Always selling yourself.
That's the whole key. You're selling your personality. You're selling your charm. And, that's it. You're being funny, and you just keep whacking at the tree, and eventually it'll fall.
Euphemism there.
Keep whacking at the
I
street.
think. So, I mean, you sold everything. I mean, I assume cars, was it like even fast food? You did it all, but you were still Larry the whole time. Like
Still
you're
Larry
still
the whole time. You
Yeah.
got to be. You got to be yourself. To thine own self be true, Shakespeare said.
Look at this
That's,
guy.
uh,
Wow.
Wow,
important
you
thing
are
in
a
the world.
learned scholar.
I didn't know he was so
I was
deep.
educated, general arts.
General arts. That's your degree,
That was
general
my
arts.
degree at Villanova.
Villanova,
Wow.
general arts.
They have that there?
They believe that many women said, like, that's a degree. I was like, yeah, I guess that's what.
So you have a Bachelor of Arts in General Arts?
Bachelor of Arts in General Arts.
Look at that.
Can you believe that?
Yeah. At Villanova, no less.
Oh my God!
I have a
yes.
question.
It's impressive.
Yes.
A lot of these girls that you would go after in the game,
Yes.
they would make you do these like weird, like, oh, get me this, get me that, and you'd have to run around and find a way to get, like, is that normal? Like when you
Kind of
go
like Booty Call the movie. Go get this.
yeah.
Go get that. Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah.
You always got to do stuff. You
gotta
always got to
get-
buy a girl a drink. But I've got these cheap guys going, don't buy her a drink. I'm like, what do you think women want? They want you to take care of them. They want you to, put the, show that you're interested in a different way than just your mouth. So you gotta do stuff for them. You gotta do deeds for them. You gotta
hop through
buy
the-
them flowers. You gotta be nice. You gotta do that extra thing. That's what they like.
Part of the job.
But do you like it?
Yeah, I like it because they like it. You like it because they like it. That's the only reason you're doing it. You're doing it for them.
Very compassionate, Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I like it when a girl orgasms. That's more important than what I do.
Okay, really?
Yeah, that takes time, though.
Wow.
It's
more of an
time to get
achievement.
there. Exactly.
It's an achievement
Well, you're
unlocked.
happy you did it for them. Maybe it's harder for you if they do it. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, Larry's. I mean, he's changed. I think he's grown up. He's matured in a way.
Have you settled down? Are
Well,
you,
yeah.
are you
I
with?
mean, now I'm 46. For
Yeah.
God's sakes, you know, you like it. You
were 20 back then.
Your libido's a lot lower.
Are you
know?
married to somebody?
Never married. Never got married.
Never married, never engaged even?
Never engaged.
He's still
I don't know.
still hitting the streets hard, as they say.
I just love women. I want them all. You know, I don't want to marry just one, and I don't even know if I want to be married. But if I do, I want to marry a lot. That's one thing I know.
Yeah.
Like, are you multiple women you want to marry?
Absolutely.
So
I love women so much. I love them all. They're all so beautiful. They're
All
so
of
lovely. Well, most of them. You know, the hot ones,
all
the
right,
cute
all right.
ones, are cute to me. You know, they're the cute people. Women are cute.
They're cute.
let's talk about this leisure suit that you have on right
Yeah.
now.
All right.
Who's your tailor?
My tailor is what's it called? Big and tall. I work with big and tall. Well, because I'm 6'4", I'm 240. So I got to go big and tall.
Larry's grown since the
Yeah,
games, too,
seriously,
I think.
because he used
Yeah.
to be a lot shorter.
Yes, yes. So he's growing.
He's grown a little bit. It's all right.
I was shorter.
Well,
in
it's
my
cheaper in the
20s.
game if they make him shorter because it takes up less pixels.
That's
so
true.
it's cheaper for them to develop the game, right? That's probably why they did it.
I never thought of that was the reason.
I don't think that's perfect. Yes.
They
But
just
now
like,
you're done with the game, so now you can just grow as tall as you
Well, I
want.
mean, that's
Exactly.
this is his
And that's
real
what's
height.
happened.
I mean, the game's not always representative of his real
that's what's happened.
height.
Exactly.
Grows
you know?
as much as he wants.
Now, have you gotten any blowback from like feminist groups or like women's rights people?
I don't really get along too well with those types of
Yeah.
people because you know immediately when they start asking those questions, you know, about the respect. There's a part where they overdo it, and you know they're overdoing it. You know what they're reaching for, that you just don't want to go there. But absolutely, I definitely do. I get it all the time from girls that aren't feminists, you know, like that I'm going too far, you know, breaching their. I don't know, respect. I don't know what the word
Oh,
is. It
can you
depends
use-
on the situation. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just thinking about the women that I've encountered, but definitely the hardcore.
I mean, can you give us an example, like of how maybe you were, you know? You don't have to name names. Obviously.
I'm just trying to think of something. You just know when a woman is when she's gonna play there, when she's just angry at you for being a man. You know, it just you can feel it. And you know, in the past, I didn't know how to handle it. Now you just shut down. You just don't argue with a woman. That's the first. Let me tell you, that's the first thing you want to get along in this life. Don't argue with a woman. I don't care what the subject is.
We should take tips from Larry.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I bet half the people, I'll never forget, like, it's been a while since I've had an argument, but I did have an argument with a woman because I had forgotten that rule I just said, and I got into it. I'm like, oh, God, what have you done? When I wasn't with him, like, you were arguing with a woman again.
Rule number
Don't
one.
ever do that. Don't
What-
ever do that.
What are some other tips, either dating or relationship advice from Larry?
Oh, piece of
that
cake.
you would, yeah.
No, these are easy. Number one, it's sales. Everything in life is sales.
Very salesy.
It's a commodity. I mean, women a lot of times, you hate to say it, but there's a market price. There's a market thing going on there. And
There it is. There's Larry.
I think that's probably why feminists are mad at you.
they are. But but I'm just saying the truth as I see it. All right, that's all I can say.
So what does that mean, market price? Like, what's my market price? What's
There's a-
your market price?
Everybody has a value. Everyone has.
and you got to figure out what that is.
You have to know where it is. You
Is
kind
that
of
like-
have to know where it is.
Is like the
you
one-
have to know your value. They have to know their value, and they have to know if they're undervalued or overvalued.
So what's my value out of a 10?
Yeah.
Or am I?
I don't know. I got to know what you do. I got to know how much you make.
I don't know. Let's say
all it
let's
comes
I make
down to.
about let's say I make about 50 50K.
podcaster.
50K, you're on the scale, so we'll do 1 to 10. Because
Yeah.
now that you
This
get a
is
1
New
to
York City.
10, you
Yeah.
get a 1 to 10. I mean, I would say at 50,000, you're probably at a 5.
You're a bit on the short
I'm a
side.
5. I'm short. I'm bald.
The short ball that women don't care about. The
okay.
way you
Oh,
look.
really? Okay.
They don't care. I mean, provided you're not disgusting.
No, I'm not
If you got a good, if you have a good personality,
Yeah.
you know, like you guys do, and
My
you-
personality is like a 9.
your
at least.
personalities are way up there. That's a great thing. Then that's what needs to compensate for that low income.
Right.
Okay.
Someone's got to compensate if it's not there.
So it all comes down to the income, you're saying.
No,
Mostly?
no,
It's a big.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
big.
But the
factor.
income's a factor.
Gotcha.
It's definitely a factor.
So what if Ala put on a leisure suit though?
it would help.
It would help, you think?
Yeah, because he look like he's got it. It's
You
like
do
that
look
movie
like you-
Swingers.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
the
just-
movie Swingers. They say you look like you got the shit, and then they give you the shit for free.
Right.
But the first thing is your image. I got a friend who never has a job. He's employed half the time. He's always in the city, and he wears a suit. Always. And he does great. And he comes out at night. He's unemployed, but he'll come out at night at 6, 7 o'clock. Women talk to him all the time because of the way he looks.
So this is like business suit Larry or something.
Well,
Not
that's
Larry,
him.
But yeah,
that's him.
him.
I wear the
Whatever his
leisure
name.
suit. He wears a business suit.
Business suit Bobby.
Business suit Bob.
What if I wore a tuxedo?
No, it's too much.
Too much.
You're overdoing it. It's got to be right in there.
Yeah.
It's got to look like
He's gay, Larry. He doesn't know about these.
doesn't
Kind
get
of
it.
maybe that would work.
It's
okay then,
different with the
tuxedo.
gay thing.
I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe
it could, you
that's
know.
flamboyant. That's flashy.
It is.
That
You
would
got
work.
tails. You got flappy tails.
Was just one of those tuxedo
Peacocking.
shirts?
Yes.
Was like one of those tuxedo shirts you have, or a full tux?
No, I'm talking full tux.
Okay.
I mean, well, I don't know. You're
You
the
gotta rent
expert.
it.
But I
You gotta
believe I
rent
did
it.
a full tux, you know, the whole thing in a
Yeah.
boutonniere.
I've never worn a tux.
Boutonniere.
Maybe once.
Just leisure suit all day.
I literally don't know what a
I
boutonniere
just do
is. I
leisure
just throw
suits.
that word out.
Yeah.
I feel like you're using your gayness like to just like pretend like you know shit, and like you say French words
I
to
know
us,
most things.
and we assume that you know what you're talking about.
That's true. Sometimes
know?
he tries to fool us.
I-
I know two. I know Zhuzh and I know Zaptic. I
Yeah,
don't know
okay.
boutonniere.
We're gonna call that homofoolery. From
Get that homofoolery out of here.
now. You act smart and more cultured than us.
Oh, that's a great. I mean, that might be the biggest
Homofoolery.
achievement of this podcast is coming up with
That's an
homofoolery.
achievement unlocked.
That's the name of this phone. I love it.
Larry.
I love it, guys.
Have you bedded anybody famous? Who's the most famous lady that you?
Ooh.
I took to bed a woman who was a Miss. She was a. I'm not gonna. I can't say just in case, but she was a Miss of another nation.
Oh.
Oh,
Yes.
Like a
Like
Miss
Miss
Universe.
Venezuela, Miss
Exactly.
Europe.
Something like that.
Is there a Miss Europe?
No, there's
there
no
definitely
Miss
is not a
Europe.
Miss
There
Europe.
must be something like that.
Miss Ocean. What, do you know what countries are, Brian?
Miss Pacific.
No.
But yes, I took her to bed, and she had unbelievable body, but she had fake tits, and I hate them.
You don't?
And I
hate
hate
'em.
them.
Oh, so you're into naturals?
Only naturals.
So most of the women in your games, though, all were fake, it looked like. It's
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
guess-
good point. That's a good. I guess I've changed over the
Yeah.
years.
Yeah,
I've
as you
changed
get
over
older,
the
your
years.
values change.
And as you
Exactly.
grew.
Exactly. But yes, there was one.
Okay.
So that's
Who
not
have you, I guess, tried to, like, is there any famous, like, you tried to, like, maybe interact with it, like, fancy New York parties or something like that?
Marla Maples.
I was,
somebody
on a, I was on a reality show called Seducing Cindy Margolis. She was a hot internet thing way back in the 90s.
Right.
And I was on that show, so I
Really?
got to try to seduce her then, yeah. And it was cool. Yeah. It was out in LA. It was really funny. It was in the valley. They took us up to the valley in the mountains, and there were 21 of us. And we all started hitting on Cindy Margolis, who was like, at that time, internet was
I don't
so
know if that's true or not.
It's a real story. That's a real
Wow,
story.
wow.
And the internet, at that time, the internet was just getting good, and she was becoming like
Oh,
the
wait.
number one
I know Cindy
downloaded
Margolis.
woman.
Yeah, she was on Howard Stern all the time as the number one
Exactly.
downloaded model. I
That's
remember
correct.
that. But
That's
she wouldn't
correct.
get naked. She would just wear like
Nope.
bikinis. That's it.
Absolutely.
And she was on Stern all the time.
I was on that show, and I was like of the 22 people picked. I was one of them.
I remember you, Larry. I didn't know that. Yeah,
Yes.
I
I
didn't-
got eliminated in the first round.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, but I made the last 22 or 21 people.
There you go.
whatever it
Hey,
was.
good
that's
for
good.
you, man.
You gotta say,
Congratulations.
I didn't understand the reality game back then. You had to really fight and all that. And once those cameras started rolling, I wasn't into
You're
it.
not a
then.
fighter.
I'm
You're
not
a lover.
Hey,
Yeah.
thank you
Yeah.
very much. And that's why I didn't win that. I would have won now because now I'm more advanced. That
Ready
was a
to
long
fight
time ago.
fight for your love.
Yes.
You ever meet any women where you were like, you know what, I'd hang it all up for her, like?
Oh, absolutely.
But it's
Well,
not-
I say that, but
You-
it's a
you-
psychological thing.
you say that to
because you believe it at the moment. You get it's passion. There's passion, but absolutely, there are women like that I definitely see. When I see, sometimes when I talk to them. But again, it's been since I'm 47 now. It's been a
You
long
just said
time.
you're 46.
Well, I'll be 47 in this week. This week I'll be 47. You're right. You're right. But I always say that when I'm about 6 months ahead, when my birthday's 6 months ahead, I always go, I'm that year. Anyway, so I'll be 47 this week.
Gotcha.
But
Oh,
but
congratulations.
yes,
Happy
thank
birthday,
you.
Larry.
Well, thank you very much.
What are your plans?
Just I'm gonna be in New York, women. My friends coming in. We're going to a Yankee game. Are the Yankees still in first? I know I'm out here in
Well,
Mets
the Subway
country.
Series-
This is Mets country.
this is Mets country. Our
it is,
studio-
but-
Close to.
Subway Series. Oh well, I don't know when this airs. The Subway Series is at least 3-0 in Yankees' favor.
Yes.
I know sports.
That's good. At least the
bitch.
Mets. The Mets.
You ever
helped.
pick up ladies at a game, like at a Yankees game?
Have you
something
been to
like
Yankee Stadium now? I'm up in the rafter. I'm up in the way up high. Those women. Those aren't the women you
that?
want.
No.
Up in the
Hell
way
no.
back.
Give me the old
those aren't the
footlong
women
hot
I'm
dog
not-
line?
Yeah, exactly. No.
You want the
Okay.
luxury box?
I want the
chicks.
those. That's where the hotties are.
Where the players' wives are.
There you go.
Wait, Larry he just lit up on that one.
That's great. No, because I've been with married women before.
Are they
and,
better than unmarried
Well,
women?
they get you a lot more. They already know what your whole trick is and everything, and they don't care.
Plus, they're pissed at their husband, I guess.
And that's another thing that makes them weak. Yeah, weak for you. Weak for you.
Oh,
So you don't have to work
okay.
as hard.
Okay.
Well, you don't have to work as hard, and the work is good, but it can get frustrating.
They've
after
already
a while.
decided.
Yeah, they've made. They always decide, the women, but definitely when they're married, it's easier.
Okay. I didn't know. Never had a married besides my own wife. Never had a married woman. I guess.
How many years you been married?
5.5.
Beautiful.
Ish.
I should have got married. Yeah.
No, man. You do you, Larry.
No,
I mean,
Larry, you
Yeah.
could still. I mean,
That's what I
think-
always say. That's always Larry's first line when women ask, "Why aren't you married?" You go, "I should have gotten married." You know, you got to say that so it sounds like you
serious.
wanted
So
to
they
get married.
so they think like, oh, he loved somebody, didn't work out. kind of thing.
Exactly.
Right.
'Cause
How
it's
often-
just weird and creepy as you get older. You know, the women are like, "How come you never got married?"
I feel the same way about women. I'm like, I see sometimes I see these amazing
Absolutely.
women on like, on the dating apps, and I'm like, why is she still single at my age?
Yeah.
she crazy
They always
or
pick,
something.
Yeah, well, they picked the wrong guy. I know because I have a couple girlfriends who are gorgeous and they just never got married. They may never get married, and I'm like, they tell me the guys. I'm like, you're picking the wrong guys. You don't even know how to pick a guy.
And you
So-
hint at
So
yourself.
how should a woman pick
Well,
a guy?
Yeah.
Well, these things I talked about.
Yeah,
All right,
dating
first of all,
advice from the other side. Here we go.
Yeah.
financial.
certainly.
All right, financial is a big one.
Money.
It's a big one, very big, because that's what most fights end up being in marriages.
Money.
So I'm told. So money's a number. I wouldn't say it's a number one. No, the number one is probably your relationship, your compatibility. You really got to get along with that person, and then the next thing has to be money, nothing else. But compatibility first, and then money. These women take men that are, I'm not sure they have like a crazy side to them, but they don't take care of them. They're not guys that are going to take. It's hard to find that guy because he's got to do both. He's got to make a decent living, and he's also got to be a fun, loving guy.
Hard to
What about
find, man.
lowering your standards for ladies? That's what I've been trying to get ladies to do.
Good luck, because
know?
good luck. Oh, you mean lowering? What do you mean?
Lowering their standards. No, I'm not talking about my standard. I'm
So they
talking
go
their
out with him.
standards. Yeah.
I don't know if you can trick them. The booze. That's why booze is the key.
No, but
It's
booze
the
is like
elixir.
booze only temporarily lowers the standards.
That's
I'm
true.
talking about like
Oh, yeah.
Just-
Long-term
just
commitment.
move the whole bar down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
Well,
gotta
that-
get lucky in life.
There's that one part of
my
the
God.
game. Now, is this true or not? Where they made you use Spanish Fly, which is technically date rape drug, I guess. Like
Yeah,
in a way,
back
right?
then it was little.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was a little. Yeah, I didn't know. I was
I guess it
13
was
years old. I
fine
didn't know.
back. Yeah, I didn't know
I
what that was
didn't
back
know
then.
either.
I assumed, but I didn't know. But that was part of the game. Have you used that in real life ever?
Oh no,
No,
never.
you keep it real.
All natural.
I couldn't do that. I could
Boo-
never do that.
booze
when
and
you get
charm.
your reputation for that, you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what we need. I was at a party once, and a guy, he didn't put a drug in something, but he just gave the girl a heavy duty shot, and didn't give it to us. And then as we took the shot, he looked over at me and he put his finger up to his mouth. Like,
Oof,
shh,
that's
like,
creepy.
Shh. And it was just so bizarre. I'm like, why didn't I could have done that shot? I'm like, why would he do that? It was just, I found that very weird. That was the weirdest story live. I'm like, and it was just a shot of some alcohol.
That's creepy.
Yeah, it's
But
like
that's
you,
another
you don't
even-
have to not. You know, it's like I can handle my liquor too. Don't worry about it. I can do this shot.
That seems like an early Leisure Suit Larry game item you need to do. I think give the girl a shot and whisper.
Find a
to-
special
whisper to the
shot,
men.
yeah.
Just go shh. Extra creepy.
So
yeah.
I have to ask,
Extremely.
how do you feel about online dating? Has that changed the game for you?
I've tried it, and it hasn't worked for me. Every girl I've gone out with on OkCupid, none of them are from this country. It's hard to relate to them. They're not. They're so bizarre.
He's still on CompuServe. That's
and
why.
maybe it's because of my age, and maybe because I like younger women. That these women, they're just looking for a meal ticket, and it's just you meet them, and you just got to teach them the English language, and it's just another level. It's not where you want to be.
It's a lot of time.
So I don't like these onlines, but my friend, I think, like the OkCupids and what's the other one? The Bumbles. and
Grindr.
those-
Yeah,
Those are the lower level ones, and you're not going to meet quality. I think at the quality ones, the ones you have to pay for, those women are a little bit more serious.
Oh,
Like my friend got married on Match, and his wife is amazing. So
There you go.
yeah,
It works.
Plus, you do know married people.
that was one. That's one story of all of my friends that was on a Match. All the rest of them are just those horror stories.
You have any like stories about hearing about like behind the scenes stuff about Cosby doing weird stuff?
No,
I don't know why he would. I mean,
never Cosby.
No, I don't know. Maybe they're prowling around the same clubs or something.
Never Cosby.
No.
Cosby prowls. Larry, he puts the time in. He actually gets to know
Yeah.
him a little
You
bit.
got to.
Larry dresses
I
up
think.
for it.
You
Yeah.
got to.
I'm wearing a sweater.
And enjoy it too. The whole thing is about with women. You got to enjoy
The chase.
enjoy the chase,
The
enjoy
journey.
it, and have fun. If they knock you down, they're just playing the game too. It's okay.
You have a great attitude.
most
But guys,
persistent. So
guys,
persistent.
guys take it so personally. And then I have a friend. I can't get girls. I'm like, yes, you can. You just don't believe in yourself. Just believe in yourself.
Have you ever thought of becoming like a
dating coach or something.
coach
Yeah.
guru, something like that?
No.
Especially since you have
The
so many
love
games
guru.
out.
I have time for
I
that.
feel like it'd be perfect.
What's that?
You have so many games out. I feel like it'd be perfect for you to be a dating coach.
Yeah,
or
well,
like a pickup artist,
Yeah.
teacher. You know.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm that good at it. I'm not saying I'm not the greatest lover on earth, but but I just love the chase, and I love
Chase. Teach people how to chase.
and new women. I'm going out with a woman tonight, gorgeous woman from like somewhere in Europe. I have no idea, but but this is a new one. And now with Facebook, you can instant message everybody and just make dates left and right. It's a great life.
So use Facebook.
Okay, so
There you
Oh,
go.
Facebook,
instant
okay.
message Facebook is the greatest because it's its own dating site, and you don't hit on them hard. You know, they eventually just kind of you like their stuff.
Hey.
You like their stuff on Facebook, and then eventually they'll come and instant message you back something, and then you date them.
Just like that.
Wow.
Man, I'm
I
married.
know,
I
so
miss out on
easy.
all this
So
stuff.
Jesus.
But it's nice.
I know you're missing out.
It's
Yeah. No, I'm okay.
But you're
wife-
happily married. You're happily married.
No,
Very
trust
happily
me,
married.
you're
That's
okay.
a beautiful
Seriously.
thing to be happily
Yeah.
married. That's what I want. I want that feeling.
Yeah.
You don't want to
be
be out here in the
No, I
chaos.
don't.
Yeah, don't be
I
out in the
can't even
streets like
imagine.
us. Don't
Oh,
even.
God.
Wow.
Are you not married?
No, not married.
How old?
35.
Oh, you got time.
Plenty of
Do
time.
I have time?
Big with men.
Do I have
Larry's
time?
still rolling around at 47, ready
Man,
to
I'm rolling around at 47. You got time. That's the one good thing about being a man is that you got time.
It's true.
And
There you
That's
go.
the only good thing
Just got to make $1 million soon.
Yeah. Let me get that first milli, and then I'll be
Right?
set.
maybe it's this podcast.
Come on, podcast. If you want to donate we'll accept up to $1
Just
million.
use our Venmo, playablepodcast@gmail.com. Why not?
Email me. I'll give you my personal Venmo if you want to.
Well, that's
help
weird.
Me out.
I mean, I will do that
That's-
too.
yeah.
'cause-
Look at Al trying to steal money from the podcast.
Panhandling on a podcast. The panhandling podcast.
Does that work, Larry? Is that one of the tips?
You know, I don't. It depends it's how you ask for money. You know, and the way he did it right there. Yeah, that actually wasn't too bad. He slipped it in. If you slip it in, it's about slipping it in.
Whoa.
It's about
Hey, now.
slipping it in.
That's right, guys.
Hey, Larry, we got to wrap it up. Any last advice or things you want to tell us or to
Yeah,
our
like, are
fans
you gonna
here?
put out a book or you have a website? Or
I just
something?
want to say, I'm finishing my strip club pilot. Thank you for coming, and it's fantastic. The name is great, and it's all about life. Is all about the women, guys.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
all about the women. It's not about us. We do what we do for them. God bless them, and thanks for having me on the show.
Well, hold on one
do
second.
we have the
We're
vacuum
gonna-
going at the end of the?
Apparently, there's a vacuum in the
It's a
hallway.
great way to go out with
here
a
at the
vacuum.
studio.
It's a
Hey,
woman with a vacuum.
Want to play a quick game with us, Larry?
I
Before
would
you-
love it.
Oh, this has been so much fun. Again, thanks for coming.
All right, Larry, we like to play a game at the end of the podcast
All
called
right.
Wed, Bed, Dead. Brian, why don't you...
Yeah, we have a random number generator, beep, bop, boop, 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 and we have 3 video game characters. And Calvin,
And I will show you the pictures.
Yeah,
of these
so we
people,
have.
So you know.
I think it's actually 3 fighting characters in this one,
Oh.
which would be interesting. So the first one, very popular. First appearance was Mortal Kombat 2. Kung Lao.
I used
Oh,
to play that game.
Yeah, Kung Lao. He's
Guy with the hat.
He's got the hat.
Yes.
He throws. He's got the blade on it. He's
Love
a
it.
he's a Shaolin monk warrior. He's like one of the. Yes, not Liu Kang,
So,
but
this
his
is
friend.
him.
So Kung Lao.
razor sharp hat.
Love
Yes.
that hat. Love that. That reminds me of James Bond when you take the hat off.
Yeah, yeah,
and-
yeah.
Oh yeah, Odd
Yeah,
Job,
it's like Odd Job.
Odd Job
So-
was his name. We were just trying to figure that out.
Yes.
Like Odd Job.
So
Yeah.
Kung Lao. So
Sorry.
So Larry, think of who you want to wed, bed, dead in these situations
Yes.
here.
Wait. Oh,
hold
so
on.
Wait, what do I do?
Yeah,
So
you-
one person you're gonna marry, one person you're gonna have sex with once and never see them again, and then one person you kill.
Yeah.
Okay. And
so,
these are men.
So Wed, Bed,
Oh well,
Dead.
we don't know yet.
hold on. Yeah.
It's a mix. It's a
So
mix.
Kung
right.
Lao's the first one.
So Kung Lao.
Devora from Mortal Kombat. Devora
so
is like
she's
this
an insect lady. here.
giant insect lady. She's pretty gross.
Ooh.
But hey, that's the name of the game. That's
Lot
what
of
makes this
legs.
game so
She's got great
interesting.
legs.
She does.
Oh, she does.
She's actually got a good body. She's just an insect. So you got to keep that
this
in
is her.
mind. Yeah.
Ooh, that's hot.
Let me see that. Let me see
Rack-
She's
that.
pretty
This is
gross. Is that?
She's got yellow skin though. Is that okay? She
Yellow
looks like
skin?
a Simpsons character. Is
Yeah.
that cool?
Just evil.
Yeah.
I don't
And this
I can get with
one
that.
is Mai Shiranui. From,
Oh wow, her. Okay.
who's she from? Dead or-
She's from King of Fighters.
King of Fighters.
She is.
Oh, 2 ladies. Look at that.
Very very big boobed.
Oh, there we go,
Ooh,
Larry.
That's
Promising.
everything.
So-
That's everything. I'm
Oh,
a boob
well.
guy. I've always been a boob guy.
Yeah.
this
well,
hopefully will be safe for
let's
work.
see if-
We're gonna see if this. Oh, this is not.
that's
Yikes.
okay. King of Fighter.
Oh wait. Ooh,
Am I saying it
no.
right, Calvin? Mai Shiranui.
Shiranui Mai.
Shiranui Mai.
Yeah.
Shiranui Mai.
That was great.
So Kung Lao, Devora,
Shiranui Mai.
Shiranui Mai, from King
This
of
is-
Fighters. Let me see.
Oh, that's the best.
Oh my goodness!
That's
I
bed.
mean, that's
That's
like
in
I
bed.
don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
like
That's in bed for
Geronimo,
life.
mine.
so. That's I mean that's
Larry, why don't you go first?
Geronimo, why?
Whoever designed whoever designed this character is the typical just like I like to draw boobs on girls. Like
Literally, so this is what she's famous for. Is she's like the King of Fighters version of Chun-Li, but like she's famous for like her sprites, her boobs jiggle so
Yeah.
much that one time they tried to cut it and people got pissed.
Absolutely. It's
of course
everything.
they did.
She also has very long legs.
Yes.
Very nice legs.
Legs
But
are
yeah,
nice.
she's
Legs
like-
are very nice.
So she's a warrior. She's a fighter.
She's a
Nice
ninja.
skin.
She wears
I don't
almost
know what
nothing.
ninja wears that.
I mean,
but
that's just perfect. That's
So-
the perfect woman in bed.
So what do you think?
Perfect.
Wed, bed, dead, Ron? Out of
That
these
has
three
to
choices,
be definitely bed.
So you just
I want
bet
it
it-
in bed every day.
you're just betting it once. Is that what you want to
One time,
do?
one
you
night.
can only,
One
you only
time?
get it once.
You just
yeah,
get it
only
once.
once.
And then the other one you can wed
You can marry
for
her,
life.
You can marry,
well,
but
then I would
but
marry her.
the sex is like not going to be good.
yeah, you don't have a lot of
I don't
sex.
know.
It's like
then I would bed her. I
Okay.
would have to.
Okay.
It's just too for one night. It'd be the best night ever.
It might be.
Yeah.
It might be worth it. Yeah. So and who go to? So you got bed. You got
So that's bed.
yeah.
She's bed. I got to wed the other one.
Insect lady.
The insect
Yeah,
lady?
insect lady.
Devora?
Yeah, she's of course. And then who was the last one?
Kung
Kung
Lao.
Lao.
And what was it? What was the last thing we can do?
Dead.
I die from him?
No, you.
No,
you
you kill him.
Oh, beautiful! Absolutely, I love it. That's like James Bond. That was
Loves the ladies.
James Bond taking out that guy. What's his
Yeah.
name? Odd Job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
So.
So,
Al,
what about you?
what do
You're
you
very
think of this?
heterosexual.
All right. I'm gonna also have to bed
Sure, we might.
Sharonumai
It'd be heaven.
because she's lovely. She's lovely.
She looks like those girls that friend me on Facebook.
So when I was a kid, when I was in high school, I used to run track, and we used to always lust after the lady high jumpers
Oh, okay.
because they were these beautiful tall women with long legs, and so she has very long
Just like
legs. Yeah. Just like you. So definitely gonna bed her. Now it gets tough. I think I might have to wed Kung Lao.
Oh,
Okay. how come?
protection.
Yeah, I think he would protect me.
You guys are.
He's a Shaolin monk, right? I get to travel with him to Outworld.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Like I feel like I would be a good husband or whatever wife to a fighter person.
You're probably the wife.
Yeah. you would be.
He'd be a bottom.
Yeah, and then I'm going to kill the insect.
You killed Devora, huh?
Kill Devora because she's half insect. I mean, I don't want to be. I don't like insects first of all that much.
Yeah.
Well,
So I don't
way
wanna
to be
be-
racist.
It's not a race. It's not. It's definitely not a race. It's a species. Species.
All right.
Species.
Yes.
Yeah. No, but I think that's the best life for me if I marry
agree.
Kung Lao.
It's not bad
Look how
having that.
progressive Leader Suit Larry is. Come
Yeah,
on.
he is.
Absolutely.
Who knew? Calvin, you want to go next?
Okay, you know what? I actually agree with most of your decisions. I would bed Mai because
Come on.
Nice.
Oh, come on. No
What
one's
kind of
that-
gay guy are
Even a
you?
gay
No
guy
one's
can't.
that gay.
Even a
Come
gay.
on.
Exactly.
Look
No one's
at
that
her.
gay.
Yeah.
Look
Not
at her.
resist.
Can't.
There's no way you're not
That's
going
when you go to the other side. That can take you.
Yeah.
That's the one that can take you back. Take
Oh,
you
yeah.
back.
It is. Exactly. Man, put her in a leisure suit. I'd be fucking set. Anyway.
Oh, there you go.
No, obviously bed Mai, and then I
Obviously,
would,
bed my for you.
obviously.
Okay.
And
Mai.
I
just
would
'cause she's so
marry
beautiful?
Kung Lao.
Okay.
Security. That's a safe hat.
Absolutely.
Feels really nice.
Yes.
And Devorah's got to go. I
Devorah's
don't like
gotta go.
insects. I like, dude. There's a ladybug that crawled in, and like I still just have let it chill on my fucking ceiling. I'm not gonna touch. No, man.
And, she's like 7 feet tall. She's a big, evil insect.
Yeah, you gotta
Does
go
she
to-
have like a little
Too much.
thing that follows her around?
Go to
too?
bed every night with
I
an
mean, she's
insect?
like followed by like bees or wasps.
Yeah,
or
it's
shit.
gross, man.
That's gross. Come on, you know.
I mean,
You can never eat ice cream because there's all those bees and stuff nearby all the time, and they bother you when you eat ice cream.
oh, you're right.
I love
You know
that
what-
that's what you go to. Is ice cream.
Here's what I'm thinking with this.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, betting my makes the most
It
sense.
makes the most
but,
sense.
Too obvious.
But
you get if you marry her, you get to look at her all the time. She's always around.
She's always bouncing.
She's always
That's
bouncing.
torture, though, because we say the sex doesn't get good. That's what Calvin said.
Well, it's
Yeah,
still
see?
it's
that's a torture.
it is if it's bad sex. Is there such thing as bad sex? Let's
Yes.
be honest. I'm just
Yes.
kidding. So,
Ooh, that could be a good
but
question. for
but
this
I'm-
guy, look at him. I never had bad sex.
no. I'm just thinking like
this
if
guy's got a happy marriage.
you wake, yeah, like you wake up, she's there. You know, she's. It'd be a fun thing to always know that that's waiting for you at home.
Yeah.
whether you can do anything with it or not, I don't know.
Yeah, but you got to hang
beautiful.
out with her.
That's a beautiful thing about marriage, right
I mean,
there.
are you really
Yeah.
listening to her opinions about ninja stuff and fire?
That's fine.
She talks a lot about fire.
That's cool.
Okay.
That might be worth it. But then if I do marry her, obviously we're gonna do it a couple times.
No,
But it's bad.
Well,
sex,
you're gonna
she
do it
said.
once for a baby.
She's
but
always
then she's knocked up.
she's always jiggling.
Oh,
Yes.
So look at Larry.
I
Larry
love
just
when they
finished.
jiggle.
Here's the
Larry-
thing. Here's the thing. Those boobs are gonna drop. You're not gonna stay. They're big boobs. They're not gonna stay up forever.
They're programmed. They're never
No.
gonna.
They're
They're never gonna
Get another
change.
artist, a graphic artist.
Yeah.
Keep them up.
They're in 4K in a couple years.
Calvin, what do you
actually.
think?
That's
They're
a
gonna
great
stay up?
point.
They're gonna be in 4K.
I mean, well, she's gonna get older,
Forever.
and if you knock her up, I mean,
No, because the same reason. They're never
Yeah.
going to get older.
she's gonna be nursing kids.
She's an animated character.
She's nursing
Exactly.
kids with those, though. You know, it's gonna droop. Nipples aren't gonna stay the same.
I'm
Okay.
marrying Mai. I'm
Nipples
doing
are
it.
gonna be all
I'm marrying Mai.
Okay.
I love it.
And she's always gonna be around. And we're gonna fight together. Just have fun. So these
So
next
she's gonna
two,
protect you, like you always say.
like you guys always say now. So this is tricky. Can I see Devora again?
Yes.
Bring up I mean, having Kung Lao around.
Ew, you're gonna fuck an insect?
I don't know if I'm going to. But that sounds just like the announcer. It's good. Devora wins. I mean, again, that's a pretty badass story to have.
It's gross.
Yeah, I fucked this
I
insect
love how
lady.
you always
Gross.
fuck for the story. You're always
People,
like,
as you're around the guys at the bar, which I always do. I don't.
dude, look at
But
this.
like-
Come on, really with flies?
What kind of genitals do you think she
The
has?
flies.
She looks like a stale
gross.
steak. Come on,
The,
are you serious?
The flies are the thing that are really bugging me.
Ugh.
But the
Look at
cloak's
that.
kind of cool. You know what? I'm betting Devora, guys.
Wow.
I go out on a limb on this game.
did.
I'm betting Devora. I'm going to kill Kung Lao
She's got a hair.
because
You're gonna
here's why.
You're gonna rub up against her hairy carapace.
yeah. If I get, oh wait, does she have like hairy bug
Yeah,
legs?
yes,
It's a hairy bug leg.
She is literally a bug woman.
Oh wait, hold on.
It's like having sex
I
with
mean,
a
this
beetle.
looks smooth. Maybe she
Italian-
shaves.
Italian.
I mean, I don't think she
Even if it's
shaves.
smooth.
I'll have her
it's
shave
like-
once.
Italian woman.
I'll have her
It's
shave
not like
once.
skin. It's not like skin, bro. It's not like skin.
She can shed it.
I mean, well, this is
Ugh.
not a bad picture, but
I'm sticking to it. You know what?
All right,
you guys
fine.
are taking the easy way. And Kung Lao, if I fight Kung Lao and kill him, I think that would make me a better fighter because he's so good. So that might help me in the long run. That's why I'm going to kill
So
him.
Kung
you're gonna fight
Lao.
and kill
Kung
Kung
Lao
Lao.
is the savior of the multiverse.
Well,
first
Raiden
of all.
really is.
well,
You know
Liu
what I mean?
Kang.
Yeah.
So he's one of the top 3 good guys
I
in
know.
Mortal Kombat, and
And
you're
know
killing
what?
him.
And people be like, wow, he killed Kung Lao. Mad respect to Brian. That's what's going to happen
And
in
he's
the Outlaw.
marrying Mai.
Boo.
And then marrying, another
Let me
ninja.
tell you something. This is a conversation that Leisure Shoot Larry would never have with a woman. All right, just so you know
Yeah.
about the insects. And
Okay. You just do it no matter what. If
You
there's
just
do
insects
it.
around.
just wanted to
Okay.
let you know.
Well, you know, I'm doing it. Those are my choices. Marrying Mai,
Nice.
betting Devora, deading Kung
You
Lao.
definitely
Very
don't win
wrong.
this time.
Yeah, you did not.
I
even
win.
Get
I win
close.
this round.
Audience, please email us and tell us how terrible his decisions
Tell us how
are.
many insects you fucked in your life. And
Ugh.
If the answer is more than one, do not tweet us. Actually. So, but that's it, Larry. Anything you want to tell us before we?
Thanks
sign
so
off
much for having me, guys. It was a blast.
You want to
All
plug
right.
Getting
anything?
out there, keep getting out there. Like I said, my strip club pilot. Thank you for coming. We'll be coming soon. No pun intended or pun intended, but that is in another month or two. Thank you for coming, pilot.
Yeah.
It's about a strip club guy who owns a strip club.
Awesome.
Well, thank
You're
you.
gonna
Well,
love it. Very
a
funny.
strip
Thank you
club
guys
guy.
for having me.
I
That's
don't
right,
mean to be
guys.
too-
Welcome to the stage. We got Candy on the main stage. Don't be a schmuck. Give her that buck. Don't be mean. Show her that green.
Oh, Larry, nailed.
I learned that throughout the years.
Perfect way to sign off. Thank you so much, Larry. Thank you guys
Thanks,
for
guys.
listening.
Thank
Join us
you.
next week for the next episode of Playable Characters Podcast.
Bye.
plug it in.